firing through space right now. The Earth is spinning 1,000 miles per hour. We're also heading like 55,000 or something miles per hour, dude. And you can't even feel it because of the gravity. You know what I'm saying? The gravity of the situation that you're facing. They chasing like Jason. I'm losing my patience. Like it was a doctor who's never sponsored. Word up, DCDB's Bay. Solano Way is your boy Coolab right here. But yo, I got some things I wrote in my Shakuan notebook. Bam! It's like 85 cents, okay? Peep it out. I'm gonna use these for anything. For recently, you just write these bullet points, and then you can use them for whatever, you know? You got them all there. Actually, they're all out there. You just tune them in, and like 3 little birds that come to you. The deeper you dig, the deeper you dig, the more you come back to where you're at. Like when we was kids, we'd say, oh man, we're in California, in the yay, I'm gonna dig to China. Me, my bros, Pete, Terry, Paul, JJ, and then there we were. And I found out in Japan, the kids would say, if they dug a hole, what did they say? I don't know, they'd go to Australia or something like that. Or maybe America, I don't know. When you trust your feeling, you're on an ancient pathway. But fear and anger, I think those block out our more receptive feelings, so be careful. It was on the old Star Trek, and they had Kirk was a prisoner. And then after he tried to do some alien babe and a green babe in a bikini or something, but she told him, she's like, yo, Kirk, thanks for doing it, bro. But yo, if you don't want the aliens to read your mind, get really angry because it blocks it out and they can't do nothing. So sometimes you gotta bust through. Bam, bam. That's what that anger is for, righteous anger, to get us out of a jam if we collectively use it, you know. So everybody been saying that. And who's got a monopoly on the violence and the silence? You know, so the working class people of the whole world got the ultimate power, and them folks know it, and they're always scared, and they always got to run schemes and scams and major distractions to keep it not from not happening. So there you go. When you follow the it crowd, you crowd out under digging it all. So, you know, it's fun sometimes to follow, and at some point, we all got to realize, though, like, the hell am I following? You know, get what you got to get and get out. You already knew before you knew. Language, let me say it again. You already knew before you knew language. And language can't explain even itself. Go ahead, look in the dictionary. See how many times you go round and around with that diction. Boop. All right. So that's like our pre-language brain was just. Then language, they say, is like a hypnosis. Listen to my voice and what I'm telling you, and you will soon feel this and that and bleh. And every language has a song like in Southern, like, da, 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 da. And in Japanese, like. So pay attention to that, the language and the music it brings, and what's the tempo getting to. So, you know, in the yay, whoa. We got so much going on. All of it from the Southern African American like base of it to all the different Asian languages we got. The knock you out Islander stuff, from the Irish to the Polish to the Italian, Southern Italian to, of course, Spanish, Espanol, and all the indigenous stuff that is all baked into all of that. So, but, you know, peep it out. What is this language trying to get people to do? So I knew from a young age I want to get off the English because that was a forced language, even though you can meet a lot of people and all that. But you know, it was for work. Our parents and great-grandparents didn't really have a choice. It was like, ooh, don't use it? Ooh, what am I going to do? So, but gave up so much just by having to work, the survival. Okay. How many times we got to run through a maze to realize it's really not that amazing to find cheese for a cheap hella bammer experience? How many times? It's not that amazing, the maze. It's not. When you build a wall, you inspire tunnels, hopping over it, going around it, busting through. All the endless schemes, dollar sign schemes it took to build it, get around it, and never forget, you can't dam up the river of life. Nobody, you cannot. Even I think I live here in Tokushima, they dammed up the main river like 400 years ago, the Yoshinogawa. At some point, too, this crazy shogun guy, he had a castle. There was like the old-time kings in each region. See, Japan was warring. It was like not united. And all these shogun were battling each other for life and death. And everybody else was mostly like slaves, essentially serf slaves. You know, you had a beautiful daughter or a smart son or whatever, they just snatch him up. So, anyway, this one dude, he rerouted the Yoshinogawa to make a cool-ass moat around his castle. Then hella other folks, farmers, and came like, no, mother chucker, change it back! And he had no choice. So, when you ensure some kind of destruction, then change happens. But they still don't have the original exit. And a lot of people in Japan, and here in Tokushima, tell me like, no one come to Tokushima, maybe for Awo Dori and things like that. They used to come for the Aizume. Even Homeboy came here before he went super crazy. Yeah, he came by. I think he was working with Adidas. He wanted to see how they do the Aizume, the blue dye, which there's some spots around the world that do the indigo, and I seen the picture. But once they changed the exit of the Yoshino, it really crazed up the ecology, and I think you can't upset the river. Mother Nature will not be cool with you after that. Once you do that, you're messing with yourself, with the whole movement. So, not the dopest thing in the world. Reading is good, but not if you're illiterate about reading all the signs, feelings, and reality all around you. Read the air. We're not reading the environment. What good is it if you read 1,000,000 books and ignore everything all around you all the time, all the signs? Okay? The population's disappearing. The language is disappearing. The life, mass extinctions. What good is it? So if we're not reading all that, then what the hell good is it reading some English language that was meant to colonize all of this? Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But look at the results. So, tunnel vision leads to a boring reality. In Japan, they call it the sin. You follow your sin. That's a lot of people love about Japan. But anybody who knows, you've been around somebody who you get what you get. Tunnel vision is not trust in your ability to perceive the reality all around you and even inside you. And who are you, by the way? If we're all connected, you're one little dot on a huge thing. What's the whole thing? And like I heard in China, it's common knowledge that the whole earth is a single organism, that we're part of it. So, you know, where's all this religious talk come from? More and more science is showing that it's the truth of the all one is true. So, and you're part of it. You're not. That's where I really disagree. A lot of religion, it's like the grass is always greener. Like, oh, they got it better. Oh, where's you are it? You, we, bam, bam. Okay. If dark matter makes up the majority of the universe, maybe your spotlight is just blinding you. So the spotlight brain, the front brain, I want to do this, I want to do that. Yeah, okay. If you've ever been intoxicated and you wonder, how did I get home? How did... The floodlights. It's all that. Alan Watts talked about it, the floodlights, and he got it from just studying hella different philosophy, especially Eastern philosophy. Like, you're already being taken care of. I think this front brain is to enjoy the ride. You start making all the decisions here, and you know where the hell you at. You start getting all these jams, and you try to, the ego, get in the way. Get out the way. So that's Alan Watts' son. He said, in the way. So when you live in the way, but it's a double entendre, because you in the way, we in the way. Culture X is in the way. Religion X is in the way. All right. When I'm pissed off, I gotta flush and get my shit together. Flashing on everyone is fun and many, but could have been avoided by laughing. Or literally doing anything else. Life is a dream. So we don't need to make it into a nightmare. Oh! There you go. Whenever we feel like running away, like in Scooby-Doo, remember, if you feel like running away, we live on a roundish, spinning planet that's wobbly and misshapen. So maybe it's easier to sit and breathe deeply. Oh! What I eat? Alright, if someone says, man, you're spaced out, dude. You're spaced out. You can reply, we're literally spinning around in outer space on a giant spacecraft, buddy. That's fucking self-replenishing and snish. Come on, man. You spaced out for not realizing you're in outer space already. Word up, spaghetti. You can't clear your mind. But society likes to try with its constant acid toxic brainwashing and endless hypnotizing distractions. Look over there. Look at that. Look over there. Do this paperwork. Go back. No, you ain't doing a good job. Let's do a work review. What'd you say? Go back. Look over there. What's the job? Distraction. And with that, I'm done. Peace out, everybody. I'm gonna earth walk. The plant is cat. What's up with that?